Hi guys, it's me coming at you right here, Rusty 78609 Central Texas, USA. It is May the 16th, 2016. So 5/16/16. It's about 9:15 a.m. Central Standard Time, USA. The temperature right now is 68 degrees. High today, 75, and it's supposed to be like that for the next 3 or 4 days, which is perfect, perfect, perfect. I am not complaining. We've had a little rain, so even though I live in the kind of the central west of Texas, where it's usually pretty dry, right now it's okay. The lakes are full, everything's okay. We got a plentiful water supply right now. And this morning, of course, I want to thank the people for the favorable comments as usual. I didn't receive any negative comments overnight, which is good. And anyway, there was a video I did about I don't know, global warming and horse shit, or climate change and horse shit. And anyway, a couple of people liked that one, and then there was one I did on the guy dancing in the rain, and one fella commented that had he won the lottery, that's exactly what he'd be doing. I can relate to that. But anyway, uh, I got some news yesterday that was not really positive. I always call I have two sisters. One sister is 74, one sister is 76. Originally there were six of us. I had a brother who was a twin to my 76-year-old sister, and he's gone, passed away, dead. And my parents are both dead. So there's only three of us left. And anyway, I called my younger sister, 74. I'm 70. And yesterday, I call her every Sunday. We talk for about an hour, which is good. We get along pretty good. And she was telling me that my older sister uh, was in the hospital. I said, "Well, bully, what happened?" And she said she was in the hospital because she was dehydrated. She had I don't know, bladder infection, low sodium, la 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 la. Well, there's a lot behind that disturbs me somewhat. In that, all of this could have been prevented. Okay, it's not like she's disabled and can't take care of herself. She's fine. Okay, but she's fairly wealthy. She's pretty well to do, and of course, her husband passed away several years ago. And anyway, she, she just she hadn't given up. What she does is she totally relies on doctors to do everything for her. And what she does is if anything goes wrong, she goes to a doctor. And of course, first thing the doctor does is give her medication. Medication, medication. She probably takes 9 different medications, maybe more, I don't know. But anyway, as a result of all of that, lack of exercise, poor diet, and probably other things, she's wound up in the hospital now. And now her children are going to sell off her rent house and her house and put her in assisted care, which she's willing to do because she recognizes that she's not taking good care of herself, and apparently she's not willing to do it. But assisted living, now the rest home is one thing, but assisted living is a completely another thing. Rest home, you live in like a barracks with a bunch of old people and share everything, lunchroom, whatever. Uh, in assisted living homes, you actually can have, most of them are like little duplexes. Some of them are actually independent houses, but the one she's going into is like a duplex, has its own little garage and kitchen. I mean, it's just a regular house, regular duplex, got everything. And there's several of them located in one location, and there's nurses that come and check on them and bring them food and do everything. They do the housekeeping, the yard, everything's done. All they've got to do is wake up and the food's there, and it's a properly supposedly prepared meal. But those things aren't cheap, folks. Let me tell you, they range anywhere from 2,000 a month to 4,000 or and up. Oh, and up is all I can tell you. And but she's going to do that. They're going to sell her property, and she'd be able to do it anyway. But the point is, when you get older, you really don't plan on it. It just freaking happens. You just wake up one day and you're a day older, and you do that 365 days, and you're a whole year older, and you do that 3,650 days, and you're 10 years older. And next thing you know, you got all those problems. And we really don't talk about them. We really don't plan for them too much. I've thought about mine because I realize I'm not going to live forever and I'm not going to have perfect health forever. Right now, knock on wood, everything's cool. So, what I'm saying, or what I want to say, is take charge of your life. Okay? Be real. You are going to grow old. You are going to wear out. And eventually, you're going to have to make some arrangements. And whether it's to go into a rest home or assisted living, if you can afford it, then those choices are going to have to be made, or else you're going to have hospice or whatever they call it, home help or whatever, where they come and go out of your home, and that costs money too. Uh, but as long as you've got good health and you're able to drive and do all the things you need to do to survive, then you don't have a problem. But I'm age 70 right now. Knock on wood, everything's okay. At age 80, who knows? Age 90, a little iffy there. So, and those years pass. But I've done my planning, and my plan, I'll be frank with you, is this. Uh, as long as I'm able to take care of myself, I'm going to live right here. As long as I can drive and do everything else, I'm going to live right here. Now, when I can't take care of myself, in other words, I can't feed myself, or maybe I had a stroke or drooling on myself or whatever, then I feel like my usefulness in this world is over, and I will personally take care of myself. In other words, I will check out. I will sing my death song and check the shit out. No, I'm not going to linger. I'm not going to linger. I'm not going to linger in a rest home. But back to take charge of your life. What you have to do, it's really very simple to avoid a lot of the catastrophes as you grow older. Number one, you got to have a reasonably healthy diet. Is that hard to do? No. The sister that's in the hospital now, she eats out all the time, all the time, all the time. Rarely cooks anything at home. Well, that's just a way to commit suicide. That's all. It's just another way to commit suicide. Is it hard to prepare meals at home? No, absolutely not. You can prepare a salad in a nanosecond, a sandwich or something really simple, and that's all you need. That's it, folks. You can do that 7 days a week. You can get up in the morning, put some fruit in a blender, make you a smoothie, and pour it or just drink it out of the container, whatever, and do that 7 days a week, 365 days a year, and there's your good diet. As far as exercise, you got to do that, folks. How much? If you could exercise for 30 minutes to an hour a day, that's perfect. Just walk. That's all you need. You don't need to jog and jump up and down like a monkey. Just walk. That's it. I walk an hour every day. I just got back, and knock on wood, my blood pressure's okay, cholesterol's okay, everything seems to be fine. Knock on wood, I feel okay right now, and I hope it continues. Uh, those things can change in a heartbeat. I know that too, because I had a friend, 68 years old, that got up to fix his breakfast one morning and found him dead in the kitchen with his breakfast still on the stove. Okay? He had a heart attack, massive heart attack, and that was the end of his ass. So, but taking charge of your life is easy to do. If you're a little overweight, lose weight. Is that genius? I don't have to be a doctor to say that. You know, if you have a little high blood pressure or a cholesterol problem, go to Google. I call it Dr. Google. Do a Google search, find out what foods you need to eliminate, what foods you can possibly add, and follow that path for 6 months and see if it does any good. Same way for lowering your blood pressure. Main thing about lowering your blood pressure is exercise, diet, and um, the amount of food that you consume. In the past 2.5 years, I went from 188 pounds to today I weighed 166. All right, well, that's 22 pounds. All right, that's a gallon of water weighs 8 pounds. All right. In other words, when I went walking in the mornings, at that time, I was carrying 2 gallons and a half or more, almost 3 gallons of water strapped around my neck. That's how much extra weight I was carrying. Was it hard to do? No. All I did, I just decided I was just going to gradually cut back on things that I didn't need, that weren't good for me, and I did. All the sugar intake basically went to zero. I still eat 5 or 4 dark chocolate covered almonds every morning. That's my big treat for the day. And that's it. I don't put sugar in my tea. I don't use sugar in anything. And that's just me. But I'm just mentioning these things because they're easy to do. Drink plenty of water. Is that hard to do? No, just drink tap water. Bottled water is the biggest scam in the universe. Don't do it. If you want to have filtered water, get you a filter, put it on your kitchen faucet. That's as good as any bottled water you're going to buy. That's the biggest scam in the world, you know. So, but drink plenty of water. Try to drink at least 3 quarts, hopefully more, but 3 quarts a day is damn good. You want your pee to be clear, the color to be clear. If it's starting to get dark, you either have an infection or you're getting dehydrated, or both. Neither one of those are good. So you want clear pee. The way to get it is drink plenty of fluids, plenty of plain old water. It doesn't have to be Gatorade or anything else. Coca-Cola, all soda water are out, 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 out. 23 grams of sugar in any one of them. And if they say they're diet, that just means they're using a sugar substitute, which will kill you. Okay? Uh, so anyway, just take charge of your life. Your life. Okay? You're in charge. There's no one else in charge. There's no doctor that can cure you of a disease. You got to do it. You have to do it. And is it hard to do? Absolutely not. It's the easiest thing in the world. And actually, it'll give you something to do. Doing a walk in the morning or twice a day, or 3 times if you want to. It doesn't matter. And walking's not going to hurt anybody. It doesn't hurt your knees, doesn't hurt your ankles, doesn't hurt your hips. Jogging screws up all of those. Jogging is out. Forget jogging. Jesus Christ, I see people and riding a bicycle. That's better than nothing. But you only exercise. You exercise nearly all of your muscle groups when you go walking. Swing your arms, and you've just about got everything covered. And then do a little stretching in the morning, stretching in the afternoon. Just swing your arms. Nothing strenuous. Just relaxing. Swing your arms. Like you've seen the Asians do that back and forth stuff. It's all you got to do. And but again, take charge of your life. And another thing, here's a man, you can find his videos now on YouTube. I didn't know he had them, but I found them, I don't know, a year or so ago. His name is Jim Rohn, R-O-H-N. Jim Rohn, R-O-H-N. Rohn. And in the 80s, 70s and 80s, up until I guess even today, he was a kind of a motivational speaker. And he basically not only talked about how to get your life in order, but how to make money, how to kind of make money out of being healthy. And one of the things, the first time I heard of him was in the late 70s. I was in California at a seminar, and he was giving a speech at a auditorium near where the hotel I was staying. So I went in, paid the fee, I don't know, 15, 20 bucks. It was a company expense anyway, so I did it. And anyway, I listened to him and I was mesmerized. I want you to know the guy dialed the screws in old Rusty's brain, boy. And I don't remember all the things he said, but I remember some of them. And one of the most important things that stuck me right here was he said, stand guard at the door of your mind, because what you let in are ingredients. And it's so true. Whatever you watch on television, the type of books you read, whatever you listen to on the radio, whether it's talk shows or whatever, all of those are putting ingredients into your mind, okay? And if you have a little negative outlook on life, look at the ingredients, okay? Because you probably added some stuff that was a little sour, all right? So again, take charge of your life. Really, I can't tell you how important that is. You can't expect doctors to prescribe a pill that will somehow miraculously complete your life healthily, etc., etc. It's not going to happen. So anyway, this was all kind of brought on by my sister going in the hospital, in my opinion, totally unnecessarily. But she lives 200 miles from where I live. It's about almost a 5-hour drive because you got to go through a big city to get there. And but my younger sister lives in the same town, and she goes and checks on her, which is good. And then she gives me a report. And I talk to my older sister on the phone occasionally, not often, not maybe 3 or 4 times a year, not often. And I've talked to her about these things, but it goes right over her head, okay? Goes right over her head. So be that as it may, this is Rusty in Central Texas, and I'm just talking about taking charge of your life and how important it is. And if you will, if you have time, check out Jim Rohn, R-O-H-N, do a YouTube search. You'll find his videos. You may not find them very interesting at all because he's got several different videos, but I think by and large, the majority of you will find them very interesting and enlightening. Okay? So, with that in mind, I got to go all the way to Marble Falls, Texas today and buy groceries at the same store I do the tasting events in. Isn't that wonderful? So, with that in mind, thumbs up, guys. Take charge of your life. When do you start? Now. Now, now, now. Start now. Start now. Keep moving. Take deep breaths. Drink plenty of water. Get good rest and a good diet. And the world's a piece of cake. Anyway, having said all that, thumbs up. Carpe diem. Adios. Oh, that, my friends, is a dark chocolate covered almond. And I'm fixing to eat that bitch in just a minute. So anyway, bye, 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 bye. Chief say bye. So, bye.